walking shoes on. I can't tell you where I'm going, but I'm walking down this lonely road.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is G. Harper here. Thank you so much for joining G. Harper Ministries. Now I would like to talk with you today about the gridlock of approval. We live in a society today, my brothers and sisters, it seems as if everybody is seeking to be approved. Matter of fact, every day somebody is taking a selfie on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And some people, sometimes we need the likes to approve that we are beautiful. We need the likes to approve that we have what it takes to be accepted in the social media realm. Have you ever seen somebody, or perhaps even yourself, you post something, you do something, you hang around a certain crew in order to be accepted and to be approved? Have you ever jeopardized who you are? You jeopardize your character, your integrity because of others. You wanted their approval. Let me give you a biblical foundation of this, which is found right in Galatians chapter 1 verse 10. It is when Paul said, obviously, I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but God. He says, but of God. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be Christ's servant. In other words, Paul was saying, this message that I am preaching, what I am trying to teach you all, I'm not going to jeopardize it. I'm not going to manipulate it. I'm not going to teach you anything that would tickle your ears or modify the foundation of Jesus Christ because your culture may be different. Paul says, I'm preaching Jesus Christ. I'm not going to change it. I don't care who approve of me or not. Here it is. There is one Lord, one faith, one baptism. We are all saved by grace through Jesus Christ. And Paul was saying, if you can't get with that, then that's fine. But what I'm not getting ready to do is change my speech, change the message. I'm not getting ready to manipulate my calling because you don't approve of it. How many times in life have you had to change or had to do something different because people didn't approve of it? Here it is. G. Harper Ministries would not be in existence today if I went off the approval of men. Some of the closest people to me, here, some of the people who I, oh my God, went to church with, brothers, sisters, they didn't approve of it. Why? Because either they didn't feel like I could do it. They didn't feel as though Gabe Harper, he was stepping outside of his boat, stepping outside the comfort zone. But here it is. When you are trying to do something that God has called you to do, do not allow men, do not allow family, do not allow friends, do not allow foes, do not allow the society to stop you, to jeopardize you because they don't approve you. Paul says the only approval that I'm seeking is of God. Because at the end of the day, here it is. You got to meet God. You have to meet your maker. The friends who didn't approve of you or said that you couldn't do it, they're not going to stand in line for you. And they can answer, well, God, I didn't think they was qualified to do it. I didn't think they was beautiful enough to do it. Matter of fact, I didn't think it was time for them to do this. You yourself have to give an answer to the Almighty who created you, the one who gave you an assignment. So here it is. Stop living in the gridlock of approval. If God has called you, if God has assigned you, if God has given you favor multiple times and telling you this is what I want you to do not allow men, when I say men, people in this world, your environment, to stop you from doing what God has called you to do. I want to encourage you. I don't care what people say, as long as you got the approval of God. Change your mindset. Change your thinking. Matter of fact, this is the last thing. Here it is. Stop doubting yourself. Some of you don't even give the approval of yourself. You talk yourself out the situation. You're not smart enough. You're not eloquent of speech enough. You don't fit in. You don't have that face, that body feature. You don't have the degrees. Something's wrong. But listen, stop talking yourself out of what God has called you to do. If God has assigned you to something, He is the only one that you need to look to for approval. Not Facebook, not Twitter, not social media, not your family, not anybody. Even though it feels good to have individuals around you that will help you, yeah, it definitely feels good to have people to pat you on your back and encourage you and to support you. I need it. We all need it. But don't let that stop you from moving forward to your divine purpose. Until we meet again, here it is. Approval, don't do it, y'all. is only based upon God, because he created you and he would be the one to judge you. I love you. Get out of the mindset of feeling like you need to be approved by people. I challenge you to move forward until we meet again. This is G-Hawk coming to you live from Atlanta. God bless. Peace.
And if I keep walking, I'ma be okay. It's not always about knowing why. Sometimes it's all about knowing what, and that's enough to keep you walking every day. Yeah, I believe, but it's a dream.